The church bells tolled like a death knell as Emily stood at the altar, her white gown feeling like a straitjacket, the weight of her family's expectations crushing her chest. In that frozen moment as the priest intoned the vows, she locked eyes with Marcus, her groom, but her mind screamed betrayal. Not his but her own. And then the doors burst open, and there was Sarah, her forbidden love, storming down the aisle with tears streaming, shouting, "Emily, you can't do this. You're lying to everyone, including yourself." Emily's heart plummeted into an abyss. The congregation gasped, whispers erupting like wildfire through the pews of St. Mary's Cathedral in downtown Chicago. Her father, a stern retired judge with a reputation for unyielding conservatism, rose from his seat, his face turning crimson with rage. "What the hell is this?" he bellowed, his voice echoing off the stained glass windows. Marcus stood there, bewildered, his polished suit suddenly seeming too tight, as if the fabric itself rejected the farce unfolding before him. Sarah halted midway, her breath ragged, her simple black dress contrasting sharply with the opulent wedding decor. At 28, she was a freelance journalist known for her sharp wit and unapologetic advocacy for LGBTQ rights. Her dark hair tousled from the frantic drive across town. Emily, 27, a rising corporate lawyer at a prestigious firm, had always been the golden child valedictorian Ivy League grad, the one who never rocked the boat. But now the boat was capsizing. "Emily, please," Sarah pleaded, her voice cracking. "We've been through too much. You told me last night you couldn't go through with it. What changed?" Flashbacks assaulted Emily like punches. It started 2 years ago at a networking event in the Loop, where Sarah's confident laugh cut through the corporate chatter. Emily, fresh out of a string of unfulfilling dates with men her parents approved of, felt an inexplicable pull. Their first conversation about social justice turned into late-night coffees, then stolen kisses in hidden alleys. Sarah was out and proud, marching in pride parades, while Emily hid behind a facade of heteronormative perfection. But the pressure mounted. Emily's mother, a devout Catholic homemaker, had planned this wedding for months, inviting half the legal community. "Marriage to Marcus will secure your future," she'd said, her eyes gleaming with vicarious pride. Marcus was safe, kind, ambitious from a similar background. He proposed 6 months ago, and Emily said yes, convincing herself it was the right path. Yet, every night with Sarah chipped away at that illusion. Now in the church, Emily's knees buckled. "Sarah, you shouldn't be here," she whispered hoarsely, but her eyes betrayed the truth. They begged for rescue. The priest cleared his throat, fumbling with his Bible. "This is highly irregular." "Irregular?" Emily's father interrupted, striding forward. "This is an abomination. Emily, tell me this woman is lying. Tell me you're not one of them." The word "them" hung like a guillotine. Emily's mind raced through the consequences. Disinheritance, career sabotage in a firm rife with old boy networks, the judgmental stares from her extended family. Her aunt, a vocal conservative, was already shaking her head in disgust. But Sarah's presence ignited a spark of defiance Emily had long suppressed. I can't marry you, Marcus," Emily said, her voice trembling but gaining strength. She turned to him, guilt flooding her. "I'm sorry. I've been living a lie." Marcus's face crumpled. "What?" "Emily, we've planned our life together. Kids, the house in the suburbs. It was never real for me," she admitted, tears welling. "I love someone else." The church erupted. Guests murmured about scandals, some pulling out phones to capture the drama. Sarah stepped closer, but Emily's father blocked her path. "Get out, you deviant. You've corrupted my daughter." Sarah stood her ground. "Corrupted? Love isn't corruption, sir. It's the only truth here." Emily's mother clutched her rosary, whispering prayers. "Emily, think of your soul. This is a phase, a temptation." But Emily shook her head. "No, Mom. It's who I am." As security ushered Sarah out amid the chaos, Emily ripped off her veil, symbolizing her shedding of the old skin. She followed Sarah into the sunlight, leaving the wedding in ruins. The drive to Sarah's apartment was silent, punctuated by sobs. "Why did you come?" Emily finally asked. "Because I couldn't let you destroy yourself," Sarah replied, pulling over. "But now what? Your family's going to war." Emily nodded, fear mingling with liberation. Little did she know, the real battle was just beginning. Her father's influence extended far beyond the church doors. That night, as they lay in bed, hands intertwined, Emily's phone buzzed incessantly. Voicemails from her parents. "You're dead to us if you don't come home and fix this." From Marcus. "How could you humiliate me like that?" From colleagues. "Heard about the wedding. Everything okay?" Sarah held her tight. "We'll face it together." But doubt crept in. Emily's career hinged on partnerships her father had nurtured. Would coming out cost her everything? She stared at the ceiling, weighing the price of authenticity against the safety of conformity. The next morning, reality hit. Emily's boss called. "We need to talk about your personal life affecting the firm." Her heart sank. Sarah, sensing the shift, said, "Don't back down now." Yet, as Emily dressed for work, she wondered if the crash at the altar was freedom or folly. Emily arrived at the sleek glass offices of Harrington and Associates, her stomach churning like a storm at sea. The receptionist averted her eyes, and whispers followed her down the hall. In the conference room, her boss, Mr. Harrington, a silver-haired patriarch with a penchant for traditional values, sat with a grim expression. "Emily, the partners are concerned. That spectacle at your wedding. It's all over social media. Clients are calling." She swallowed hard. "It was personal, sir. It won't affect my work." He leaned forward. "In this business, personal is professional. Your father pulled strings to get you here. Now he's threatening to pull them away unless you straighten out." Pun intended. Emily's blood ran cold. Her father, Judge Harlan Whitaker, wielded power like a weapon. He donated to the firm, golfed with partners. What does that mean? It means choose your career or this. Lifestyle choice. The word stung like acid. Emily thought of Sarah, waiting at home with coffee and encouragement. But the fear of losing her hard-earned position, the late nights, the sacrifices, gnawed at her. "I need time," she muttered, excusing herself. Back at her desk, emails piled up. Supportive ones from distant friends, vitriolic ones from family allies. Her cousin texted. "Auntie says you're influenced by that journalist tramp. Come to your senses." Sarah called during lunch. "How'd it go?" "Badly," Emily admitted. "Dad's interfering. I might lose my job." Sarah's voice softened. "Then fight back. We can sue for discrimination." But Emily hesitated. "It's not that simple. I've built my life around this." The argument escalated that evening in Sarah's cozy Wrigleyville apartment, bookshelves overflowing with feminist literature and protest memorabilia. "You're letting them control you again," Sarah accused, pacing. "After everything, the lies, the hiding. You're considering backing down?" "I'm scared," Emily confessed, sinking onto the couch. "What if I end up with nothing?" Sarah knelt before her. "You have me. Isn't that enough?" For a moment it was. They embraced, the tension dissolving into quiet resolve. But the next day brought more blows. Emily's mother showed up unannounced, her face etched with worry. "Darling, please come home. We can annul the mess with Marcus. Therapy, prayer, whatever it takes." "Mom, I love Sarah. It's not a phase." Her mother's eyes filled with tears. "Your father won't forgive this. He'll cut you off. Think of your siblings, they'll suffer the stigma too." Guilt twisted like a knife. Emily's younger brother was in college on family funds. Her sister idolized her. Was her happiness worth their pain? Sarah overheard and intervened. "Mrs. Whitaker, with respect, love isn't a stigma. It's a right." The older woman scoffed. "Rights? In our world, it's survival. Emily, choose wisely." After her mother left, Emily snapped. "See? This is what you don't get. My family's not like yours, open, accepting. Yours threw you a coming-out party." Sarah flinched. "And I fought for that. You have to fight too." The rift widened. Emily spent nights at the office, burying herself in cases, avoiding decisions. Sarah, feeling sidelined, threw herself into work, investigating a story on workplace discrimination against LGBTQ employees. Ironically, it mirrored their life. Then came the betrayal. Emily's father summoned her to his study in their suburban mansion. "I'll make this easy," he said, sliding papers across the desk. "Sign this affidavit denying any relationship with that woman. Blame it on stress." Marcus is willing to forgive if you recommit. Emily stared at the document. And if I don't? No inheritance. No references. I'll ensure no firm in Chicago hires you. Tears blurred her vision. In a moment of weakness, she signed, rationalizing it as a temporary shield. It's just paper, she told herself, but deep down she knew it was surrender. Returning to Sarah, guilt consumed her. I met with Dad. Sarah's eyes narrowed. And I signed something. To buy time. Sarah's face paled. You what? After the wedding crash? You're choosing them over us. It protects my job for now. Sarah stood, hurt flashing. No, it protects your fear. I thought we were in this together. The fight exploded. Accusations flew. Sarah called Emily a coward. Emily accused Sarah of being reckless. Sarah stormed out, slamming the door. Alone, Emily crumpled, realizing the price of her choice. Her phone rang. Her boss. Good news. Your father smoothed things over. Promotion's back on track. But victory tasted like ash. Without Sarah, what was it worth? Days blurred into isolation. Emily threw herself into work, but echoes of Sarah haunted her. A colleague mentioned seeing Sarah at a rally, looking determined but hollow-eyed. Then the twist. Sarah's article published, exposing discrimination at firms like Harrington's. Anonymous sources cited cases, including veiled references to Emily's situation. Panic set in. Was Sarah retaliating? Emily confronted her at a coffee shop. Did you use our story? Sarah met her gaze steadily. No, but it inspired me. People need to know the cost of hiding. Relief mixed with regret. I miss you. Sarah sighed. Then stop hiding. But Emily wavered, the affidavit burning in her mind. Little did she know, her father had already leaked it to the press, framing Sarah as a manipulator. The headline blared across Chicago Tribune's online edition. Judge's daughter denies lesbian affair, claims manipulation. Emily's world shattered anew as she scrolled on her phone. The affidavit she'd signed now public fodder. Her father's doing, no doubt. A preemptive strike to salvage the family name. Comments sections erupted with vitriol. Good for her seeing the light. Mixed with what a sellout to bigotry. Sarah called immediately. Emily, what the hell? You signed that and let him leak it. I didn't know. Emily protested, voice breaking. He tricked me. But trust was fractured. This paints me as the villain. My career, my credibility is tanked. Emily rushed to Sarah's apartment, finding her packing boxes. Where are you going? New York. A job offer. I can't stay here, not after this. Desperation clawed at Emily. Please don't. I'll fix it. I'll come out publicly. Sarah paused, eyes weary. Too late. You've chosen safety over us twice now. As Sarah drove away, Emily felt the void deepen. Back home, her parents' home, since her apartment lease was in limbo, she confronted her father. You leaked it? To control the narrative. He nodded unapologetically. For your own good. Now Marcus is waiting. Rebuild. But Emily's resolve hardened. No. I'm done being your puppet. She left, crashing at a friend's couch, job hunting in secret. The firm placed her on leave, citing distractions. Colleagues distanced themselves. Clients canceled meetings. The social fallout was brutal. Old friends ghosted. Family gatherings excluded her. Yet, in solitude, clarity emerged. Emily attended her first support group for LGBTQ professionals, sharing her story anonymously. Hearing others' tales of loss and triumph ignited a fire. I betrayed the woman I love to please a system that hates us, she confessed. One member, a seasoned activist, advised, reclaim your truth. Sue if needed. Inspired, Emily reached out to a pro bono lawyer specializing in discrimination. My firm coerced me based on orientation. The case built slowly, evidence mounting. Emails, witness statements. Meanwhile, Sarah's move to New York brought distance but not closure. They texted sporadically, strained updates, lingering affection. Then a bombshell, Marcus contacted Emily. I knew about you and Sarah. I proposed anyway, thinking it'd pass. Shocked, Emily met him at a neutral cafe. Why? Because I loved the idea of us, the perfect couple. But it was fake for both. His honesty stung but freed her. I'm sorry for the pain. Me too. Go get her back. Emboldened, Emily flew to New York, heart pounding. Sarah's new gig was at a progressive media outlet, her apartment overlooking Central Park. Knocking on the door, Emily held flowers. I filed a lawsuit against the firm. And Dad. Sarah opened, surprise softening her features. Why now? Because losing you woke me up. The price of hiding is too high. They talked for hours, unpacking hurts. Sarah admitted her own fears. I pushed too hard, scared you'd leave. Reconciliation tentative, they agreed to try again, slowly, honestly. But back in Chicago, the lawsuit gained traction. Media spotlight shifted. Whistleblower daughter sues firm over anti-LGBT bias. Her father retaliated, disowning her publicly. She's chosen deviance over family. The trial loomed, tensions escalating. Emily's mother reached out secretly. I miss you. Dad's wrong, but he's stubborn. Mom, support me openly, Emily urged. Hesitation. I can't. Not yet. The courtroom became a battlefield. Harrington testified. Personal choices affect professional image. Emily's lawyer countered. Discrimination is illegal. Witnesses included former colleagues, revealing a pattern of bias. Sarah flew in to testify. Emily's talent was overshadowed by prejudice. Seeing Sarah on the stand, poised and truthful, reignited Emily's love. After, they walked hand in hand through the city, defying stares. But victory came at cost. The firm settled out of court, compensation, apology. But Emily's reputation was scarred. Job offers trickled. She pivoted to advocacy law. Family fractures deepened. Her brother sided with her. Dad's old school. I'm proud of you. Her sister wavered, torn. One night, Emily's father called unexpectedly. The settlement. It's humiliating. Good, Emily said. Maybe it'll teach you empathy. Silence then. Your mother wants you home for Thanksgiving. A olive branch? Or trap? Emily debated, the moral quandary weighing heavy. Accept risking regression? Reject severing ties forever? With Sarah's input, only if it's genuine, Emily agreed, conditions attached. Sarah invited too. The dinner was tense. Her father grumbled greetings, mother hugged tightly. Siblings mediated. Over turkey, conversations tiptoed around the elephant. Then confrontation. Why fight us? Father asked. Because love isn't optional, Emily replied. It's essential, Sarah added. And families should nurture, not negate. Grudging nods. No full apology but a start. As they left, Emily felt a fragile peace. Yet doubts lingered. Had she compromised too much? The journey's toll, lost jobs, strained bonds, haunted her. Months passed, the settlement money funding Emily's new venture. A nonprofit aiding LGBTQ professionals facing discrimination. Sarah commuted between New York and Chicago, their relationship strengthening through therapy. We're building something real, Sarah said during a weekend getaway to Lake Michigan, waves crashing like metaphors for their turmoil. But shadows persisted. Emily's father, health declining from stress, hospitalized with a heart scare. Rushing to his bedside, she found him frail, regrets etched in his eyes. I pushed too hard, he admitted weakly. Feared for your future. Tears flowed. You almost destroyed it. I know. Forgive an old fool. Emily hesitated. Forgiveness meant vulnerability, risking more hurt. But seeing her mother's exhaustion, she nodded. If you try to understand. Post-recovery, family therapy sessions unearthed deep-seated biases. Her father shared his upbringing. Strict military dad. No room for difference. I thought protecting you meant molding you. Sarah joined one session. Humanizing the enemy. I'm not a threat. I love your daughter. Grudging respect grew. At a family barbecue, he asked Sarah about her work. Awkward but genuine. Yet society bit back. Emily's nonprofit faced backlash. Conservative groups protested. Funding dried up. Online trolls harassed. Promoting perversion. Sarah's articles drew death threats. One evening, a brick shattered their window, scrawled with slurs. Police dismissed it as prank. Fear gripped them. Is this worth it? Emily whispered. Sarah held her. Yes. Because silence costs more. They installed security press charges. The incident galvanized support. Donations surged, allies rallied. But personal toll mounted. Sarah's New York job demanded relocation. Come with me, she urged. Emily wavered. Chicago held roots. Family mending, nonprofit roots. Uproot everything? The decision loomed, echoing earlier choices. Stay, stability but separation. Go, adventure but abandonment. Arguments ensued. You're choosing comfort again, Sarah accused. No commitment to change here. Hurt, Sarah left for New York alone. Distance bred resentment. Calls grew sparse, laced with tension. Then a revelation. Emily discovered her mother had been attending PFLG meetings secretly. I want to support you fully, she confessed. Empowered, Emily organized a public event. A panel on family reconciliation in LGBTQ contexts. Inviting her father, he surprisingly agreed to speak. On stage he shared, I lost my daughter to my ignorance. Don't make my mistake. Applause thundered. Media hailed it as progress. Emily's heart swelled. Redemption? Sarah watched online, moved. She flew back. I'm proud. But we need to decide. Over dinner they negotiated. Sarah transfers to Chicago branch. Emily expands nonprofit eastward. Compromise sealed with a kiss. But fate twisted. Marcus reappeared, now engaged to another. Thanks for setting me free too, he said amicably. Yet envy flickered, his easy path versus their battles. As the nonprofit grew, Emily faced ethical dilemmas. A client, a young lesbian executive, mirrored her story. Hide or risk all? Advising authenticity, Emily pondered her own hypocrisies. One case hit close. A woman betrayed by her partner to appease family. Counseling her unearthed Emily's guilt over the affidavit. Confessing to Sarah, I still regret that betrayal. Forgiven, Sarah said. We've grown. Growth tested anew. Her father's old friends shunned him. He confided loneliness. Was I wrong all along? Emily's response. Yes, but changing now matters. The cycle of damage and healing continued. At a pride event, Emily marched with family, her father carrying a sign. Proud Dad. Tears mixed with joy. But whispers questioned, token gesture. Sarah sensed Emily's doubt. It's progress, not perfection. As summer faded, a new conflict arose. Adoption discussions. They wanted kids, but family reactions loomed. Her mother excited. Father hesitant. Traditional family. Debate ignited. Tradition evolves, Emily argued. He conceded partially. If it makes you happy. Happiness, though, felt fragile. A late-night call. Sarah's editor pressured her for sensational stories, tempting betrayal of sources. I won't, Sarah vowed, but the temptation mirrored Emily's past. Solidarity deepened their bond. Through it all, they navigated the minefield of love in a judgmental world, each choice exacting a price. With the nonprofit thriving, Emily and Sarah settled into a rhythm in Chicago, their Lakeview home a sanctuary amid chaos. But peace was illusory. A high-profile case landed on Emily's desk. A celebrity suing for defamation after being outed. Echoes of her own leak haunted her. Taking it, she dove in, uncovering corporate collusion. The defendant? A firm linked to her father's old network. Confronting him. Did you know about this? He denied, but doubt seeded. Trust hard-won, frayed. Sarah investigated parallel, their teamwork electric. Late nights poring over documents, debates sharpening intellects and affections. Victory in court, justice served. But the win exposed deeper rot, systemic homophobia in elite circles. Post-trial exhaustion hit. Sarah proposed. Let's elope. Make it official. Emily's heart leaped. Yes. Planning discreetly, they invited close allies. Her family. A test. Mother attended, beaming. Father arrived late, stiff but present. I won't walk you down the aisle, he said. But I'll witness. Progress bittersweet. The ceremony in a sunlit garden was intimate. Vows exchanged. Through betrayals and battles I choose you. Honeymoon in California brought respite. Beach walks, reflections. We've paid dearly, Emily mused. Sarah nodded. But we're stronger. Return brought storms. Sarah's pregnancy announcement, via donor, ignited family fireworks. Unnatural, father grumbled. Mother mediated. Give him time. Time tested patience. As Sarah's belly grew, prejudices resurfaced. Siblings supportive, but extended family distanced. Birth of their daughter, Lily, transformed dynamics. Holding her, father softened. She's beautiful. A crack in the armor. Lily became the bridge, her innocent coups melting biases. Yet society intruded. School forms questioned two moms. Playdates canceled over concerns. Emily advocated fiercely, suing for equal rights. Sarah documented, amplifying voices. One crisis. Lily's health scare, a fever spiking fear. In there a nurse hesitated. Which is the real mother? Both snapped. We are. The incident fueled a campaign for family recognition. Years blurred. Lily growing amid love and lessons. Emily's nonprofit expanded nationally. Sarah's book on resilience topped charts. But scars remained. At Lily's 5th birthday, father confessed, I regret the pain I caused. Forgiveness flowed. We all erred. Reflection deepened. Had choices been right? Betrayals, though mended, left echoes. In quiet moments, Emily pondered the moral maze. Was hiding ever justified? Did societal pressure excuse personal failings? Sarah, sensing, held her. We chose love. That's the win. As Lily played, oblivious to the wars fought for her world, Emily smiled. The journey's cost, lost illusions, fractured bonds, bought truth. Yet, questions lingered, sparking debates in their circle. Was the damage worth the dawn? In the end, was sacrificing one's truth for family ever truly right? Or does it always lead to greater wrong?